How's everyone doing today? Had a little bit of free time here. It's Saturday, and just thinking about AMC and just the stock market in general, and just wanted to put together a short video on options. I use Fidelity Active Trader Pro. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a retail investor that just kind of does it for a hobby, and I learn something new every day. But I know there's a lot of people out there that's unfamiliar with options and how they work, and I've been trading options for several years now. I've been trading about 7 years total, but it's a very lucrative way to make money, but you need to really know what you're doing to do so. Right now, the only position in this account that I'm holding is AMC. I like the stock. I like the company. I believe it's got really good potential, but this isn't my, retirement accounts or anything like that. This is just one of my accounts that I just, mess around with, just a hobby. It's kind of like fun money, if you'd say. So I'll just go through this brief scenario of basically selling options, selling covered calls. So on Active Trader Pro, I've got AMC pulled up here. You would click on this drop down bar and go to option chain. You bring up your option chain, and let me enlarge this here. Okay. On your left-hand side here, you've got calls. You can purchase calls, which is in this column, or where my mouse is, or you can sell covered calls. I rarely purchase calls. It is lucrative if you know what you're doing. I have sold a lot of covered calls. I wouldn't recommend selling or buying calls for AMC. It's just not running off of any fundamentals. It's too manipulated, if you would say. Definitely something going on. But say okay, let's pull up. We'll go up here, all strikes. Say you own 1,000 shares of AMC, and you want to sell some covered calls to make some money off of that stock. You would go to bring up all strikes, click on all strikes, or you can just do 10 strikes. And you've got April 16th, which is next Friday, April 23rd, April 30th, May 7th, May 14th, May 21st. It just goes on out. Then your strike prices. This column here is your strike price. Basically, that's what you are willing to sell your shares at, that price. So say you own, hypothetically, 1,000 shares of AMC at $8 a share. The current price as of close Friday was $9.42. So you want to make a little bit of money off this, and you think, well, okay, I'm going to sell 5 legs, which is 500 shares, to make a little bit of income. But I'm not going to do it for 6 days out, because that's pretty soon. I would, myself, I usually went to traditionals, which are monthlies, or go out, just say 20 days. So you're bought in at $8. The share price closed Friday, $9.42. And you think, okay, I want to sell $12 strike price. So I'm going to sell 5 legs. Each leg is 100 shares, 500 shares. At a strike price of 12 for 20 days out, which would be April 30th. So basically, you would click on where my mouse is right here, it's a strike price of $12, you would get 46 cents per share. So 46 cents times 500. You would get that up front. That's your money, free and clear. The person buying that call gives you that money up front. However, if the stock price closes at $12 or above, 20 days from now, they have the ability to purchase those shares at $12. So you would profit your 46 times 500 right now, and the difference in what you purchased your shares at, which were hypothetically $8. So you would also profit on the 20th. Let me rephrase that. You would profit, it'd be the Monday following the 20th, because closing of the 20th, if it closes above 12 and it settles out, it'd be Monday. So you would get 46 cents per share, 500 shares up front, and the difference in what you purchased the shares at, which is $8. So you gain $8 and the difference between 8 and 12. So it would be an extra $4 per share, because they would have to purchase the shares at $12 from you to obtain the shares. So basically, Active Trader Pro, Fidelity, click on the, you want to sell that strike price. You go to quantity, it's sell to open. Quantity, you want to sell 500, which is 5 legs, so you put 5. Either click limit or market, it doesn't matter. I usually, myself, I just do market a lot of times when I sell it, but you can click on market or whatever. And you go to preview, and it's going to give me a trade error warning because it is Saturday, the market's closed, but it would, there's your trade error. But basically, it would tell you what you're going to gain up front now, free and clear, and you would just put, after you hit preview, you would just hit place. And someone would purchase those shares, because the open interest for the $12 strike price on that date is $2,567. So that's, pretty good open interest on it. Again, I wouldn't trade shares of AMC through options myself. It's just so volatile right now with everything that's going on. The exact opposite works if you want to buy a call. Say you want to buy 500 shares. So you're going to pay someone 48 cents per share. So you would give them the 48 cents per share right now. That's their money for a strike price, say $12. You believe the stock's going to hit 20 days from now, $12 or above on the close of that Friday, which would be April 30th. So you would click 48. You want to purchase, so it's buy to open, purchase 5 legs, which is 500 shares. You could either do limit or market, and conditions, I just put none. You can do none or all or none, but I usually don't put any because it most of the time hits. And you hit preview, which I will get a trade error because again, it's Saturday and market's closed. So that's basically selling and buying calls. Selling covered calls and purchasing calls. Something else to look at. When I sell, I'm not trading calls or options on AMC. However, I have traded a lot of options on MGM, Southwest. So let's pull up Southwest. Traded a lot of of options. I've sold a lot of covered calls. The premium you get for the options are really good. That's why I've done it, especially when the COVID hit, the stock price dropped. Man, I was in with several thousand shares. It was, I believe, $28, $29 a share. It's at $63.42 now. So it's a good company. They have a very, very good balance sheet. Even through the COVID, they could have went, I believe it was another 12 or 15 months of status quo when everything was basically shut down, and still not have to worry about any type of restructuring or bankruptcy. Very, very good company. I know that Ohio State, their business program, their master's program for business, they talk a lot about Southwest just because of the business plan that they have, the business model that they have. And they were hurt pretty significantly with COVID because all their flights are domestic. So, but just, this here's your option chain for Southwest. Like I said, you get very good premiums. But whenever I would sell a call, I would always bring up the probability calculator. And you just click up here on Active Trader Pro options. You would click on probability calculator. And it brings up, let me enlarge it, the calculator for Southwest. Okay, this basically gives you a pretty rough idea of where the stock's going to go. If there's a catalyst or something like that out, it will definitely impact it. Earnings report, something bad happened, knock on wood, that's definitely going to affect the stock price. But in general, you can, if you owned, say, Southwest and you wanted to sell covered calls, you can basically go out, say, let's go July, let's see, the 18th, which would be my birthday. July 18th, 2021. And the price, you want to know what would be a fairly safe strike price for you to sell the calls at. Because, again, you want to capitalize the most profit or capture the most profit and make everything in your favor as much as possible. So basically you can put July 18th up here. You can move this wherever. And on this side over here, you would pull up the price, where you feel it's going to be. And let's see, it closed at 63.42. So 63.42 as of close Friday. And you want to, let me minimize this. Check out what the calculator is going to show for your strike prices. Say you want, there's a bunch of open interest at $60. So, which go figure because the stock price is well above that. So let's go down to, say you want to sell $66 calls for, what's the date on this? For next Friday. Which when I was selling calls, I would basically sell them as a short a period of time as I could, and if I bought calls, I would place the purchases further out. But that's just my trading style. A lot of people, again, like the traditionals, which are monthlies. So you want to sell, say you want to sell close to the money. You're purchased it well below this start. Just say you purchased it Monday. Say you come in Monday, you purchase your shares. at opening and it's roughly 63.42 or in that range, and you want to sell on the money calls, say you want to sell 64s, someone's going to offer you 77 cents per share. So open interest on it is 1,138 as of close Friday. And you want to just say you bought, say 200 shares. You want to sell 2 legs. Click 2. Strike price, someone's going to pay you. The open interest is pretty good. You're looking at 1,138 on open interest. So there's people out there willing to buy these. Someone's going to give you 77 cents per share times 200. Again, same thing as before with AMC, and you hit preview, it's going to give me a trade error. But what the probability calculator helps you with is you can pull it up and you can find out roughly what's the odds of the stock closing at $64 on the close of business on your expiration date. So I got it here. It's hard to adjust, but I got it at 64.11, and it gives you a percentage. Just off technicals, it's got a 41.95% chance of being above 64 and a 58.05% chance of being below. The further out of the money you go, the odds are more in your favor. However, you're going to receive less of a premium. You can see, I took it up, the price up to $78.64, and the odds of it being above that is 0.78%. And again, that is just running off technicals. A catalyst or anything like that would definitely affect this. Southwest, MGM, Apple, Tesla, all those stocks are very good for selling options on. They have extremely good premiums. All the companies have very good balance sheets. Tesla, it's I don't know about it. I still think it's way overvalued, but they really don't make money. But they do have a lot going for them as far as future developments and things. I got to get a drink here. But probability calculator is very good to utilize when you're looking at possibly selling options or purchasing calls. So I just wanted to, I hope this helps, someone out. Just wanted to go through a rough scenario. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a window licking ape. I love AMC and I'm holding it till the end. I refuse to sell for pennies. Again, I just do this as a hobby. I enjoy it. When I do retire, this is what I'll do. I'll be laying on a beach trading stocks. Hopefully, if Lord's willing. But God bless. Everybody have a great weekend. Like, subscribe, please. I would really appreciate it. Everyone have a great day and peace out.